welcome back to another video by myself. In this video, we're going to be talking about the campaign and what I want to see in the next campaign of Call of Duty World War II. So obviously the campaign has not been very good in the recent Call of Duties. It's neither been memorable, it's neither been very good, especially Black Ops 3's mindfuck of a story, but the campaigns, for me, I really enjoy the campaign. It's like a stepping stone to get onto the multiplayer, to kind of discuss like the setting and what the war is like. Unfortunately, recently, in most Call of Duties, it makes you feel more like a badass and a super soldier, rather than an actual soldier experiencing the horrors of war and experience his comrades dying around him. So, today, we're going to just be talking about the things I want to see in this campaign. So let's get into this video. Now, obviously, since Call of Duty is going to be going to World War II, as we know of right now, I just want to get this out of the way. This is all just speculation, so none of this has been confirmed as of yet, and it's all just speculation. So you don't need to go in the comments, you don't need to slate me saying, oh, what is this? This isn't true, this is fake, you're just a Call of Duty cocksucker. At least I'm giving you guys a disclaimer, so you don't need to worry about that. So World War II was probably the bloodiest conflict of all time. Millions and millions of people died. If we're going to have a percentage, roughly about 40% of the world was pretty much eliminated thanks to World War II. And obviously, since World War II was around for about 5 or 6 years, there was hundreds or nearly thousands of battles that happened in World War II. And obviously, since we've seen World War II recently, or a long time ago in the Call of Duties, the most recent one was World at War, which basically mostly focused on the American and the Russian point of view and what they were doing. So basically, the Americans were fighting in the Pacific Theater, and the Russians were fighting against the Germans in their homeland, pushing into Berlin, and pretty much seeing the downfall of Nazi Germany and the fall of Germany and return to peace, and the war was pretty much over. That's good. But what I want to see is, I don't want to see Call of Duty idolizing America. Now, I have nothing against America. I'm half American myself, okay? But America is such... Okay, we all know America is a superpower, but America is glorified in such a massive way. I know it's probably got the best military in the world, but can we see a different faction, a different country for once, for fuck's sake, in Call of Duty, which is not American? Nothing against you Americans, I love America. America's a great country, and America is probably the most crucial country to help the Allies win World War II. We all know that. But if you are going to be doing the Americans, I want to see, even though they did this in Call of Duty 2, I want to see Americans storming the Omaha beach in France, like they did in Saving Private Ryan, and I think it was in Call of Duty 2. You can correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm mistaken. But I also want to see iconic battles like Pearl Harbor, the attack on Pearl Harbor, which basically, for you guys that don't know, that pretty much made America join World War II. And I also want to see the Battle of Iwo Jima, where I'll post the picture on the screen. It's that famous picture of them soldiers planting the flag on Iwo Jima to pretty much say they've won the war, or to pretty much say, you know, we won this battle. And I also want to see Nagasaki. So basically, as I'm let's just sum this up. I want to see an arc of how America got into World War II, how they're going to defeat the Japanese, and the fall of the Empire of Japan. That would be cool, because in World at War, they kind of didn't really have this arc. They kind of had let's say the right side of the arc. They're kind of going for the downfall of Japan, trying to win back their land and all of that. I want to see a full story arc, and I just don't want to see this for America. I want to see it for the British, I want to see it for the Soviet Union, I want to see it for France, I want to see it for China. That would be amazing. Just like Battlefield 1 did with the war stories. I want to see that, but I want to see it in a more detailed aspect. Make it long, but not too short, not too long. Let's say, I don't know, because campaigns, they don't last very long in Call of Duty, normally about 5 or 6 hours, but make this about maybe a 10 to 12 hour campaign with maybe, I don't know, a 4-hour war story in each one. That would be quite good. So, we've done America. Now we move on to the British, probably another very, very powerful nation. Pretty much the big four. We got Britain, we got the Soviet Union, we got the United States, we got China, and even though France and Poland weren't too powerful, they were still part of the big countries which were in it. So we move on to the United Kingdom, or the UK, England, whatever you want to call it. I want to see us start off I want to see us start off maybe as a young soldier or something like that. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I want to see Germany bombing England, and then we got to fight back against Germany. We go into France or something like that. We help the French out. And we push on into Germany or something like that. But I also want to have a campaign with Poland in it. I want to be a Polish soldier experiencing the invasion of Poland. What it's like to be invaded in your homeland by Germans. You're seeing all these tanks around you, and you know they're just destroying everything. Everything that used to be home is now gone to rubble and ash, and you know you got to fight back. I want to have a choice. What do you do when a tank is there? They give you the choice. Alright, let's just put this in a scenario. A German tank is storming through the streets of, I don't know, Krakow in Poland, right? Destroying everything in its path. You see a Panzerschreck near to your right. You see people running away from you. You have the choice to get the Panzerschreck, but you might die in the process, or you run away with people. Even though you might die in the process, it's probably the safer option. What do? Like Black Ops 2 did with a branching storyline, maybe have something like that. Like you have a choice to do, I don't know, destroy the tank or run away from the tank, and it has a massive impact on you. Now the only problem about doing a branching storyline is if you do that, it might not be historically accurate, because World War II games, let's be honest, or past war games, they have to be accurate these days in order to be successful. We all seen it with World at War. While it might have been not 100% accurate, it was still pretty accurate to the real war. It did capture the horrors and the feeling of war. And that's the thing that I really want to see in this campaign. If we're experiencing different war stories, different perspectives, different views of what the soldiers were like, I want to see the feeling of war. I want the music to be eerie. I want the setting to be eerie. I want the whole atmosphere. I want everything to be eerie and horrible and creepy, because that's what war is about. War is not nothing to be proud of, and that's the reason. That's the thing. Okay, I'd admit, I'll hold my hands up. The recent Call of Duty campaigns like Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3 and all of that, it makes you feel like an action hero. Now there's nothing wrong with that, but I want that feeling back where you're like, oh fuck, now what do? I'm getting shot to shit, my friends are getting blown up, everyone's getting blown up, and I'm gonna get killed right now. I just gotta push on and fight to this turret or this tank or plane or whatever it is, and let's just hope for the best. I want to see that. That would be amazing. And since we're going to World War II, the most bloodiest conflict in human history, I want to see gore. I want to see blood and gore, okay? We saw gore in World at War. Perfect. I loved it. You have a trench gun, boom, the legs go flying off. I want to see that shit once again in Call of Duty World War II. And since I'm rambling on, I'm going to end this video right now. My name's been BlackkkzTV. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a bit of a long video and, you know, the campaign's not really frowned upon or looked upon, but I really like the campaign. What do you think? What do you want to see in the campaign? Do you want to see an arching story? Do you want to see all of these things which I just said to you guys? Do you want to see like one story? Do you want to see anything? Leave a comment down below and what do you want to see? I've been BlackkkzTV. Remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.
Sasha Thumper. Like that now, you better go and get the hoe. I got your back now. Spot 4, 5, can't hold in my leg now.